Welcome to Oscalate. In this video we will learn how to start using the grid step sequencer. First, let's open a new song from the app menu on the left. The grid is a series of 16 steps, organized vertically and marked from 0 to 15 on the left, with each step having 26 notes to choose from. The shaded gradient shows the musical octaves, with the lower notes on the left and the higher notes on the right, similar to a piano. Here, there are 5 octaves. For now, we are using a pentatonic scale, which means notes should sound okay together no matter what we play. Let's load some instruments so we can make some music. Open the instrument summary by tapping the button in the bottom right corner. For now, let's just tap on the Load Instrument button on the right. In the instrument browser, we can navigate folders on the left and go into the Instruments folder. Let's sort alphabetically and open the Instrument Pack 02 folder. We have lots of instruments to choose from. Let's choose the soft marimba echo instrument to start with. We can play a few notes in the small grid above the folder list. And we tap Replace to load the instrument into the first slot of the instrument list. Let's also choose the smooth koto and add it to the instrument list. And we'll also add the resin piano 4. Now we'll close the instrument browser to return to the instrument summary, where we see the 3 instruments we have loaded. Let's close the instrument summary to return to the sequencer. Tap on the 0 of the first instrument in the list to select it. Now we can play a few notes using the grid. Higher notes ascend to the right, and lower notes descend to the left. Let's turn on edit mode on the left to start recording some notes. To record a note, we tap the grid position where we want a note to play. Let's record a few notes. Now, we can press loop to play this pattern of notes. As the cursor passes each line, the notes on the line are played, much like a piano roll in a player piano. The volume bars on the bar show the level of sound being produced, and along the top the current row being played is indicated. Let's stop and change the pattern. If we tap a note, it is removed. Tapping a grid position toggles between playing a note and not playing a note. We can also add or remove notes as the pattern is being played. Let's switch to instrument 1 by tapping on the 1 of the second instrument and add some notes. And we'll add some notes for instrument 2. The level of each instrument is shown on the bars beside the instrument number. We can isolate or solo an instrument by pressing on the S. We only hear instrument 1 being played and only see the notes of instrument 1 on the grid. If we press the M, the instrument is muted. We can't hear instrument 1 and the notes of instrument 1 are not shown on the grid. Let's solo instrument 0 and make some changes. If we press the Note Type button beside the Edit button, we change from recording Note On events to Note Off events. A Note Off event stops a note that is being played. Let's add a few Note Off events to the grid and see what it sounds like. Now some of the notes are only played for 1 step and sound much shorter. Let's adjust the volume. We tap the volume at the bottom and the slider control appears on the right side of the screen for changing values. If we drag the slider down, the volume increases. And if we drag it up, the volume decreases. For more precise control, we can tap on Snap to snap to regular intervals. In this case we tap on 10 to adjust by values of 10. If we tap on the song speed to the left of the volume, we can adjust the speed of the song in beats per minute. We can drag up to 180 BPM and then drag again to get up to 300 BPM. Let's go back to 120 BPM by dragging up. And even though we are using a pentatonic scale, this doesn't sound like much. But you can definitely do better than this. Now we can save the song by opening the app menu on the left and selecting Save Song. We'll save it in the Songs folder and call it First Song. If you have any questions or problems, please check the documentation for more details or send an email to support@oscalate.com for more help.